Dear students, today I am here with a brief summary of the chapter Crusoe Grows Food. This is the 9th chapter from the Vibes Course book of class 6th. Before I begin, I would just request you to subscribe the channel because your one subscription means a lot to many out there. Now, Crusoe Grows Food. It's actually an abridged version of a particular chapter from the novel Robinson Crusoe, which has been written by Daniel Defoe. This is an elaborative novel about a man, Robinson Crusoe, who lived all alone in an island for around 28 long years. In this novel, you'll get to know how a ship is wrecked and all the men on the ship happen to perish, but only one of them survives, and that man is Robinson Crusoe. Many people believe that the novel Robinson Crusoe is based on a true story of a Scottish man named Alexander Selkirk. It's believed that at the age of 19 he ran off from his house and became a seaman. In the year 1704, he was left behind on an island of Juan Fernandez. For 4.5 years, he lived there all alone and finally was rescued. It is said that Daniel Defoe extended those 4.5 years to 28 years. So if you see the story begins with I, that clearly indicates that Crusoe is the narrator of the incident that happened with him. And in this particular portion, he is narrating that it had been 10 months since he had been on this unhappy island. Why unhappy? It is so because he believed that no human being had ever reached that island before. Crusoe would explore the island every now and once while exploring, he went near the stream and saw melons and grapes growing there. He was delighted with his discovery and he decided to clean up the grapes and dry them as raisins in sun for later use. By August, before the rainy season started, he was able to collect about 200 large bunches of dried grapes that would surely help him survive during winter season. Crusoe had also preserved ears of barley and rice. What are ears of barley and rice? Well, here they are. They are the top part of a plant that contains grain. He could see these grains sprouting, so he decided to sow them after the rainy season was over. He dug up a piece of land with his wooden spade and sowed 2/3 of the seeds that he had because he was not sure whether he would be successful or not. We see that he had taken a wise decision by saving the seeds because none of the seeds bore fruits due to the dry months that followed. Next time, Crusoe found a moist place near his hut and sowed the leftover seeds in the month of February. The rains of March and April helped the seeds to yield a good crop. This experiment made him the master of harvesting and he could identify the proper season for sowing and get 2 harvests every year. Now the problem was with the animals like goats and hares that would destroy the crop. During the day, Crusoe himself would guard the crop and at night the dog would do the same. He also fenced the field. Slowly and gradually the animals left him in peace and the corn began to ripen. Then came a flock of fowls. They were about to eat up the corn when Crusoe shot at them and he saw many fowls coming out of the field. He was disheartened as he thought the fowls had eaten up all the grains. But he was fortunate as the loss was not so great. He hung up scarecrows which kept the fowls at bay and not a single bird could be seen in that particular part of the island. In the month of December, he was able to harvest his corn. With lesser grains of rice and barley left with him, he decided not to touch them, instead saved them for seeds. Till then, he learned to clean the corn and make bread. This is how Crusoe learned to grow his own food. Crusoe also learned that it's better to be optimistic than to be pessimistic. One should enjoy what one has rather than what one wants. We human beings are unhappy because we lack being grateful for what we have. And with this beautiful message, the story comes to an end. Hope you were able to understand the lesson. For any sort of query, you can contact us on Instagram. You can also drop your comments in the comment section. I'll revert to you at the earliest. See you in the next video.